Hi, it's Lisa. Today I want to work with some stickers. I'm sure you've heard the expression sticker sneeze from the days when folks used a lot of stickers on their page. I've never been a big sticker person. Actually, I can remember back in the 90s going through this local craft store that we had called Joe Bell's, and everybody loved Joe Bell's. And I saw this aisle, you know, from time to time that would have all this colorful stuff on it, and I thought they were stickers, but I just thought that's stuff the teachers must use, you know, for their classrooms. I had no idea that it was for scrapbooking. I scrapbooked, but I didn't know there were all these products, and it wasn't until I started doing some stuff with Creative Memories and attended some of their events back in about 2000, 2001 that I learned about stickers and scrapbooking and all. And I used some, but I never used them a ton. And I have accumulated some stickers. This set is brand new. To me. It's from Echo Park, and it was a 1-cent item. The last time I placed a cherry on top order. It's kind of their special for that day. So I went ahead and got it because I don't have really much patriotic stuff in my stash, and I knew I had this layout coming up. So we're going to try to figure out how to use these and get quite a few of them on the page, because I'm not going to have a lot of uses for this. So I want to get a lot of them on the page, but I don't want it to look like sticker sneeze. We'll see if we can accomplish that. The event I have is for my uncle, my aunt's husband. He is 98 years old, and he just recently celebrated the 65th anniversary of completing his military service during World War II. And we all got a nice invitation and went to an event, and I have some other pictures of his grandson and great-granddaughter that I want to include on the layout. The invitation, of course, I was tempted to just put the whole thing on here, but there's some extra stuff down here at the bottom about, you know, the RSVP and all that I don't really need. So what really I like about the invitation are these two items, the Army seal and then whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's the Army Air Corps. I'm not sure. But these I thought would make good embellishments for my page. So I'd like to take those and put them next to the title. So this is the sketch I came up with. The title and a couple of circular embellishments. I'm going to make use of, one of the things off the sticker sheet right away is this row of stars. And I also thought I would get the banner worked in. There's some things here like 4th of July and all that I definitely won't use. But I'd like to use the flag and the banner and maybe a few scattered stars and a few of the other embellishments perhaps down here at the bottom. So I'll kind of have a diagonal look for this page. Now, since there's going to be a lot of red, white, and blue, I thought that I would start with a background, a craft background. This is Basil's Craft, and it goes really well with the paneling that was in the room where we were located. And I have this paper from Basic Gray to do this little band across the page here in the center. And I'm going to need something to mat my photo. I may do the blue, because he's got on the blue shirt. And I may do the blue there. So anyway, I'm going to get started. Now, I don't know what's going on in this first segment here with my video. I'm sorry, it's so blurry. This clears up very quickly. But what I'm doing here is using some white Studio Calico Mist. This was one of those products I just had to have, and I haven't really used it that much because it really absorbs into a lot of papers, and you don't see it that much. But if you put it on in fairly large droplets, you'll see here in a moment where it's dried on the craft cardstock, and you can see some of the white drops there, and it will soften the effect of perhaps all these lines and stuff that we're going to have, stars and lines that we're going to have on the page. Now I'm going to go ahead and punch out the different seals that I mentioned earlier from the invitation. They fit perfectly on my 1.5-inch circle punch. I don't know if my cousin designed it that way or not, but it sure works out good. I know I want to use this banner up here over the corner of the photo I did of my uncle, which I matted in gray. I decided that I'd rather have another neutral than so much blue. I'm looking for a spot for the flag. I think I want to go ahead and glue a few of these other things down. And and then I can put the flag up there in the upper left hand corner, and I'm going to put some kind of mat around those seals. I just haven't done that yet. Now this circle, I thought it might be fun to create that sort of bunting look that you have with red, white, and blue bunting. So I'm going to put half of one under each of the photos. The other thing is I felt like if I put the whole circle, it would compete with the two seals. So if I just divide it in half, then it doesn't look like the same thing as those seals that were punched from the invitation. So I almost have two stories here. I have my uncle and his service, and then I got to meet my cousin's daughter for the first time, since she was really a star of the of the evening. She just woke up for a nap, and she was going everywhere, and she's so cute. Now I'm going to use the cupcake sticker, and I thought about doing those fireworks, but we didn't have fireworks, and they just didn't really fit on there anywhere. So I've got probably about as many stickers as I'm going to get on here, maybe some of the stars later on. The flag, though, after a while I wasn't sure I liked it up there, so I put it on some wax paper just so I could move it if I wanted to. The letters, I laid them out on wax paper, and they measured 6 inches, so I used my ruler to find the center point and then to come back 3 inches on each side to place these letters that say "For His Service." "For His" is October afternoon stickers, which I use all the time. They're mini markets. And I punched out some, or cut out some red circles, and I really didn't like those for mats for those seals, so I'm going to have to come up with something else for that. They also need to be smaller. I'm going to probably have to cut them on the silhouette because I don't have all the different sizes of circle punches, and my Creative Memories cutters don't do everything. Now, I thought that might be fun to scatter some stars. I was originally going to do the stickers, but maybe I am going to have a few too many stickers. So I got out some wooden stars to sort of break this up so everything wouldn't be the stickers. And that led me to some other wooden elements. These are some I bought recently at Hobby Lobby. Very cheap, $2 for a pack of, I think there were 8 of them. There in the pack of these different kind of wood label embellishments, and these could be painted or add ink or whatever to them. I'm looking for a neutral kind of color here. So I may want something up there next to the photo in the upper left, and then something in the lower right, maybe a place for that cupcake to rest on. But I'm not sure what I'm going to put on it. The flag is not going to fit. I'm still hunting a place for the flag. I kind of like it there above the word service. I have a fair amount of journaling, so I'm not sure it's going to fit in other places. Okay, back to the sticker sheet to look and see if there's anything else that will work there. Then I had an idea of maybe I could use something off the invitation, and I have my uncle's name and what part of the service he served in, so I thought that would be perfect because it needs to go on there anyway. So I just cut that out of the invitation, and it's going to go on one of those wooden tags, probably with a mat. I was thinking about maybe doing a little banner for it to rest on, but I typed up my journaling and rounded the corner like I have on the sketch. And I put it on a lighter shade of gray, and that was a good color to frame those, or mat those little seals. These are just going on with some of the larger glue dots, the 3/8" glue dots. And I laid out this, the wording there to go on a little red banner, and I'm trimming the points off of it. But I really didn't like it. It's a little heavy up there. It's just a little bit too much. So I think it just needs to be matted, and that's it. And I'm not going to try to do a banner shape. So maybe some of the dark gray mat like I have his photo on. Now I moved the stars out of the way just so I could glue some of the stuff down. And when I had them down there next to the journaling, I really kind of liked them there. So I'm going to take them and sort of put them around the journaling and see how that looks. I've got different sizes of stars here, so I can use the same size or I can alternate sizes. And I really kind of like that, have a little more structure than have it quite so freeform, since I have the misting in the background. I did put a star next to the cupcake, and I'm going to put one up there next to his name as well. So I'll glue those stars on with some, I tried them with the stickers, and I really didn't like that, it was just too much. But I'm going to glue those stars on with some glossy accents. Got our page done, and here's our sketch. And we've got our banner, and I didn't scatter the stars. I ended up putting those around the journaling and then splitting an element down here to create this effect. Then I have the two circle embellishments. These were cut out of the invitation. But we did get several stickers on here. We have the banner, we have the border sticker, we got in the flag, this round one, and then the cupcake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major stickers plus a couple of stars that we got to put in here. So we got quite a bit of stuff. And I think one of the things that helped tone the stickers down just a little bit is using some wood veneer, something with them, and putting all of this on a more neutral background, since these were very bold stickers. And did a little bit of white splotches before we started that are real subtle there in the background. And that's our page. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you'll check out my blog where you'll find the sketch, and also a collection of last year's sketches available for sale. I have a number of classes also, so please check those things out, and I do appreciate you watching.